Good morning, pre-K. It's Monday, and what do we do on Mondays? Sight word. And did you notice our board has been put on the wall so that we can all see it really well? It'll be here permanently, and that was one of the nice things that happened while we have been off from school. Our sight word today is E, and the E says its name, so me. You like that? Me. Can you help me? How often do we say that? We say that all the time. Can you help me? We all need help all the time to do different things. That toy belongs to me. Can you take me to the park? Where would you like someone to take you? Usually I hear, can you take me to Disney World? Can you take me to Bounce You? Can you take me to anywhere you'd like to go? Think of the places you would like someone to take you to, okay? So, me, M-E, look for that word today. Look in your books, look around, you'll see it in just lots and lots of places. Let's read some more Charlotte's Web. We are about halfway through. We're making really good progress. And if you will remember when we stopped in our last chapter, oh, and here's Wilbur, he likes to join us. When we stopped in our last chapter, Charlotte had a brilliant idea, and she had written some pig in her web. And then the next morning when everybody saw it, they thought that there was a miracle. And now it looks like Wilbur is some pig. He's pretty special, so they're all hoping now nothing will happen to him. So this chapter is called A Meeting. They're going to have a meeting in the barn. One evening, a few days after the writing had appeared in Charlotte's Web, the spider called a meeting of all the animals in the barn cellar. I shall begin by calling the roll. That's like calling the roll is what they will do in school sometimes. And they'll call everyone's name and you say here if you're there so that they know you're in class. Well, here she's going to call the roll for the meeting. Wilbur, here, said the pig. Gander, here, said the gander. You sound like three ganders, muttered Charlotte. Why can't you just say here? Why do you have to repeat everything? It's my idiosyncrasy, replied the gander. Goose, said Charlotte. Here, said the goose. And Charlotte glared at her. Goslings, 1 through 7. Beep, 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 said the goslings. Oh, this is getting to be quite a meeting, said Charlotte. Anybody would think we had 3 ganders, 3 geese, and 21 goslings. Sheep, yeah, answered the sheep all together. Lambs, answered the lambs all together. Templeton, no answer. Templeton, no answer. Well, we are all here except the rat, said Charlotte. Guess we can proceed without him. Now, all of you must have noticed that what's been going on around here in the last few days is kind of strange. The message I wrote in my web praising Wilbur has been received. The Zuckermans have fallen for it, and so has everybody else. Zuckerman thinks Wilbur is an unusual pig, and therefore he won't want to kill him and eat him. I dare say my trick will work, and Wilbur's life can be saved. Hooray! Cried everybody. Thank you very much, said Charlotte. Now, I call this meeting in order to get suggestions. I need new ideas for the web. People are already getting sick of reading the word some pig. If anyone can think of another message or remark, I'll be glad to weave it into the web. Any suggestions for a new slogan? How about Pig Supreme, asked one of the lambs. No good, Charlotte, said Charlotte. It sounds like a rich dessert. How about terrific, 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 said the goose. Cut that down to one terrific, and it will do very nicely, said Charlotte. I think terrific might impress Zuckerman. But Charlotte, said Wilbur, I'm not terrific. That doesn't make a particle of difference, replied Charlotte. Not a particle. People believe almost anything they see in print. Does anybody here know how to spell terrific? I think, said the gander, that it's T-double-E-double-R-double-I-double-F-double-E-double-C-C-C-C-C. What kind of acrobat do you think I am? Asked Charlotte in disgust. I would have to have St. Vidius's dance to weave a word like that into my web. I'll have to look up and find out what that dance is all about. Sorry, 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 said the gander. Then the oldest sheep spoke up. I agree that there should be something new written in the web if Wilbur's life is to be saved. And if Charlotte needs help in finding words, I think she can get it from our friend Templeton. The rat visits the dump regularly and has access to old magazines. He can tear out bits of advertisements and bring them up here to the barn cellar so that Charlotte can have something to copy. Good idea, said Charlotte, but I'm not sure Templeton will be willing to help. You know how he is, always looking out for himself, never thinking of the other fellow. Oh, I can get him to help, said the old sheep. So here they all are. They're having their meeting. There's Wilbur and his pen, and then there are all the friends. On the other side, there's Fern. There's Charlotte up in her web, leading the meeting. So let's find out how the sheep can get Charlotte, or get Templeton to help. I bet I can get him to help, said the old sheep. I'll appeal to his baser instincts, of which he has plenty. A baser instinct means probably not your best traits. You know, some of those things that maybe you do that aren't really so good. So we'll see. Here he comes now. Everybody keep quiet while I put the matter up to him. The rat entered the barn the way he always did, creeping along close to the wall. What's up? He asked, seeing the animals assembled. We're holding a director's meeting, replied the old sheep. Well, break it up, said Templeton. Meetings bore me, and the rat began to climb a rope that hung against the wall. Look, said the old sheep, next time you go to the dump, Templeton, bring back a clipping from a magazine. Charlotte needs new ideas so she can write messages in her web and save Wilbur's life. Let him die, said the rat. I should worry. You'll worry all right when next winter comes, said the sheep. You'll worry all right on a 0 morning next January when Wilbur is dead and nobody comes down here with a nice pail of warm slops to pour into the trough. Wilbur's leftover food is your chief source of supply, Templeton. You know that. Wilbur's food is your food. He shares it with you. Therefore, Wilbur's destiny and your destiny are closely linked. If Wilbur is killed and his trough goes empty day after day, you'll grow so thin you can look right through your stomach and see objects on the other side. Templeton's whiskers quivered. Maybe you're right, he said gruffly. I'm making a trip to the dump tomorrow afternoon. I'll bring back a magazine clipping if I can find one. Thanks, said Charlotte. The meeting is now adjourned. I have a busy evening ahead of me. I've got to tear my web apart and write terrific. Wilbur blushed. But I'm not terrific, Charlotte. I'm just above average for a pig. You're terrific as far as I'm concerned, replied Charlotte sweetly, and that's what counts. You're my best friend, and I think you're sensational. Now stop arguing and go get some sleep. And that is the end of that chapter. Our next chapter will be called Good Progress. And there is Charlotte. You can see that she has pulled all the weaving out in the middle of her web so she can reweave it, and she's going to weave the word terrific. And we'll see what that does for Wilbur. So stay tuned. Join in with me tomorrow and we will find out what happens. Have a great Monday. I miss you all very much.